Hey, 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 I'm here. Come on in. I'm waiting. Yes, selector, selector, selector. Pull up the man, pull up the man. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. I can see my families in the house. Hello, Rambo. How you doing, my darling? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm just put on my spec. Hold on, one clean. Brett Glasso. I hope I'm not pronouncing the name incorrect, But welcome in, Brett Rambo. Wild Richie, how you doing? Welcome in. How y'all doing? I don't see no gifts. Where's the love? No hearts. Come on, give me my gifts. You can't come to party and don't bring nothing. Nothing. Thanks for sharing, blacks. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Please, guys, share me out. Share me out. I won't be here very long because I'm not a very good party person. Yeah, I am going to try my best to deliver though. But it's really about giving thanks, and I could not have done it without you guys. So yes. So let's wait a little bit to see if we can get a few more people in here, and then I will kick it off officially. All right. So in the meantime, let's listen a bit more of the music, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty. Love it to see you all, and I appreciate you coming. Thanking you so much. Rambo. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How are you all doing today? Now, you all have to talk to me tonight because I am not going to sit here and talk to myself. It's not going to work. Anywho, welcome, welcome again. So, I'm not even going to delay. Let's start it off with Steve Harvey.
Years old, the assignment the teacher had was everybody in this class write your name on a piece of paper and what you want to be when you grow up. I wrote on my paper I want to be on TV. That's what I wrote. That lady said, turn in your papers. She went around the room, called everybody's name up. You had to stand while she read your paper. She read off everybody's name. She saved me for last. She said, little Stevie, come to the front. I'm thinking, okay, this is, I ain't never had a gold star in school in my life. I've never been recognized for academic achievements in my life. Here I come, little Stevie coming to the front. I was poor. I had to wear my brother's clothes to school. I got a belt that's too big, it's tied around me twice. I'm skinny and I'm heading to the front. They used to call me Tater Chip in school because I was shaped like a potato chip. And I walked up there and I'm standing in front of class. I had a severe stuttering problem in school. I could not talk outside of my house. I thought this woman was gonna give me a gold star, so I'm standing up there. She didn't call me up there to give me a gold star. She called me to the front to humiliate me, and that lady did. She said, why did you put something like this on your paper? You've called me to the front. You know I can't talk. So she started, why did you write this on your paper? Who in your family ever been on TV? Who in this school ever been on TV? Who in this neighborhood has ever been on television? She said, why would you write something like that on your paper? And look at you standing there, you can't even talk. I was crushed. Why would you write that on your paper? You can't even talk. This is a teacher. You're supposed to be shaping and molding my mind. Why would you write something like that on your paper? You'll never be on TV. Every Christmas, I send her a flat screen TV because I don't want her to miss me. I wanted her to see what God had done for me. The fact that they don't see the dream, the fact that they don't see what you can be has nothing to do with what God can do. Nothing at all.
That's
I don't care
right.
who you are, go cut your TV on.
That's
Cut your
right.
TV on
Put your
7 a.m.
TV on.
That little black boy with the stuttering problem, he all over that TV. That
That's
little
right.
black boy messed around and became a TV star. She didn't see it.
I love that. I love that. I love that clip of Steve Harvey. Because you know that's how some people gonna do you. That's how some family members gonna do you. And I'm pretty sure some of us can say, yeah, I have a Steve Harvey experience too. Yeah. But you see, what people don't realize is that when they're putting you down, the greater power is lifting you up because the plan that you have for yourself or what people have for you is not God's plan. So don't worry about what they're doing to you in the background. Just keep working on yourself because it's not going to work. Yes? Anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome to my 2K celebration live. It's just really to say thank you guys and obviously going down, I'll talk a lot more about, why I started this platform and so on and so forth. So welcome to Abusing Sides with myself, Daily and Salmon, on this special day. I want to thank each and every one of you. I I can say the normal that I can't believe I made it. Yeah, I can't believe I've made it to where I am today because I put the work in. So I can't believe it. But your support, guys, it means a lot to me. And I couldn't have done it without you. Yes? One hand cannot clap. Let's try that. Can you hear anything? Well, if I put the two hands together, you can hear something. So, without you, there's no me. We put it together like this, then we got 2K. So, thank you very, very much. Thank you. So, allow me to welcome you to the platform officially. I'm playing with my buttons here. So, let me try and get my other slide in. We're using the free version of this app, so we have to just work with it the way we can, right? Yeah, not complaining. So here we go. Where is it? Welcome to Abuse Insights, where I create contents on abuse topics to include but not limited to childhood or domestic abuse. And we will follow that up straight with a word of prayer. It's good to give thanks in all circumstances. And I appreciate you guys, but we have to say thanks to the Creator as well, because the nights that I sit here and you guys don't know, it's only God knows, because He's the one who has kept me. So I have to be grateful. So let's bless this program before we continue.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for a new day and for the gift of life. Help us to be grateful for your abundant grace and mercy. Thank you for watching over us and blessing us with divine health to go through another day. Father, we commit our lives into your hands, that you lead and guide us by your Spirit at every step along the way. I declare we are protected by your power. No evil shall befall us. As we step out, we do so in faith, hoping and believing for the best. May doors of opportunities be open to us, and may we meet people of our destinies according to your will. I declare that all our expectations for this day have been exceeded. I pray that we will also be a blessing in the lives of those we come in contact with on our life's journey. Bring into our lives light where there is darkness, and fill our hearts with your love where hatred and bitterness lies. These I ask of you in Jesus' name. Amen.
And amen. Do I get an amen? Let's get some music in here too. It's meant to be a celebration, so we can't be bored. I go and tell you a story in a minute. All right, let's lower it down. So, guys, in my video today, my program, it's not going to be the normal type of celebration because I can only do as I know how. So, in today's live, I'm going to, sort of share a few important topics relating to abuse, healing, and personal growth. I guess my journey, give a few words of advice, and obviously show my deepest appreciation to you guys. Yeah, there won't be any cake, but I got some nice drink here. Any one of you want some, we'll have to come and get it. But even though I don't have the norm to give you, you all will leave here with something. Food for thought. There's gift for all, for everybody, in the form of knowledge, hope, and possibilities. Kimberly, lovely to see you, Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for congratulating me. Thank you. You are part of this too. So thank you very much. So guys, I want to tell you something. And let me put my face on the screen so I can tell you. I'm trying to work this software thing again. How does it work? Oh. Remove this. Yes. Can you all see me? No pictures, please. So guys, a very, very not so long ago, you would not have seen me here. I would not have sat here. When you work on yourself I'm telling you, things do happen. And I have worked on myself for a number of years to get to where I am. Now, I tell you a story. Let's see. I started my business 2016, so that's when I left my job. So prior to that, I think about 4 years before that, I was involved in some marketing project. Yeah. So I was told to deal with some people, like radio, these guys on the radio to promote the program that we were involved in. And I've always been shy, but I'm not really shy right now. Really, I'm just a chatty box right now. I can talk. I've grown. I've been in business, started my own business and stuff like that. So I've stretched from that. So anyway, I was told to take charge of organizing the advertisement sort of ad for the program. So that involves a radio interview. So got everything set. It was good to go. And I remember the day when I was supposed to be on the radio, and I'm supposed to talk about the program, sort of give people a bit of information so that they can know exactly what my program is about, where it's been kept or where it will be held, and what to expect, that sort of thing. All were good. And can I tell you, on the day when I was supposed to do the interview, let me remind you again, it was a radio interview. So nobody could see me. And I remember that day. I got myself ready and I went into the high part of the building where no one, were. I think we had an empty office up there and it was on the 11th floor. So I was very high. And I went and I sat down and I started talking. And I kid you not, I think I probably 2 minutes, if that long, or just over, when I answered the call, I froze. I don't remember how far in I got, but I remember the guy asking me questions just to get me to confirm, because we had spoken before, just myself and that guy. So he kind of knew what I was going to say. So I believe he realized what was happening to me. I kind of freaked out. I froze, like nervously froze, and you could only hear me. If that wasn't worst, on the day of the event, we had a lot of people. Now, don't ask me what I said because I totally do not remember. But when the day came for the event, it was a proper success, full house. So the guy who was supposed to do the presentation, he came to me and asked, what did I say? Like, wow, whatever you said worked. And this gentleman, I'm trying not to call anyone names, came to me on the day. He's also a tutor. He taught in college. And he freaked out on the day. This man came to me and he said to me, we have a lot of people here. And since you were the one that did the talking on the radio, it would make sense you present the program. No, I didn't come. I never went there that day to do no presentation. So I wasn't prepared to do any presentation. But he was. And right there and then, the man dropped me in there. It goes with a Jamaican familiar saying, when trouble take you, pitney short fit you. So that you can understand me a little clearer. When you're in a certain situation and you know you have to find a solution, you often do. And I did that day. He was nervous and I was, but I don't know, something happened and I took to the stage, and believe me, without a script, without preparation, without anything, I stood there and I delivered the program as if I created it. From that day, whatever nervousness I had over me left me. Because after that, I went on my own and I started presenting. Why am I telling you this? I'm not boring you. I'm telling you because I'm trying to say to you that anything that you set your mind to, you can achieve it. I'm telling you this because a long time ago, I wasn't where I am today. A long time ago, you would not have seen this face anywhere on no YouTube, no screen, no camera. I would not have it. Well, let me tell you something. When you decide that you want better for yourself, and when you believe that you deserve better, and that the place that you're at is you're not comfortable, you're gonna do whatever it takes to work on yourself, and that is how I got to where I am today. Because as I was going through my childhood years and I was experiencing the things that I was experiencing, abuse, I didn't understand the name then, but I do today. I knew it was wrong. But going through those years, I also went to church. My grandma would drag me to church, even when I'm falling asleep. You know, as children, you'd think, oh, he or she is sleeping, grandma would bypass and go and leave you. I would go into the bed just not to go to church, and my grandma would come and take me out the bed sleeping, and I'd go to church. So my church played a role in my life and led me to believe this. If the God that we serve is an almighty God, why should we live an average life? So you see, I had that thing about me from a long time. What a mighty God we serve. That song, what a mighty God we serve. Angel, heaven and earth, what a mighty God. So I have that song in my head. It's a part of my life. That belief that if I serve a God that is so mighty, and He promised that He will give us what we ask, why should I settle for average? So for me, whenever I reach a milestone or when I achieve something, I always want to look to achieve better than that thing. You know, there's a familiar saying, practice becomes perfect. Let's erase the perfect part because you can always better your best. And you're perfect. Someone else can better that perfect. It's like you have iPhone 13, 14, 15. I don't even know what number they are today. They keep bettering at getting more features into the new one than the last one. So the last one was perfect, but the company decided we can change something else. So when you're talking about practice becomes perfect, practice makes improvement because you're improving on where you are, getting better and better and better. Carl, welcome into the live. Lovely to see you, my brother. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Don't be comfortable, and we should not be comfortable where we are because there's always better. Now, I want you all to be a part of the live. Anyone who wants to come up and join me later can come. I will drop the link again. So it's more going to be a lot of, not a lot. I'm not going to be here long. I should correct. I'm not going to be here very long. I just want to deliver a few words. Thank you guys. And then Those who didn't make it to the line, they will listen and it's not boring for them. Now, how, how? My journey. Because a lot of people, when they see abuse pops up, I don't know what is it about abuse, but I think it's triggering for a lot of people. Just the very word alone, abuse, is triggering to some people. But just like the word is triggering, everything is triggering to somebody. A place, a thing, holiday, everything, a bed, a room, a house, because something happened somewhere for someone. So when abuse pops up, I ask you, please don't be offended by just the name. Abuse insights. Focus on the insights and come in and try to understand what is being delivered here. So I'm going to take you on a little journey, my journey. And in case I pause, maybe my tears, I can't control myself, maybe. I'm going to hold it, but it's possible that I might cry. Alrighty? So my journey. So the first part of this is how did abuse came about? I don't think I'm going to be here for long, while Rich. Probably about half an hour or so. As soon as I finish, say what I have to say, I'll let the music run for a little while and then wrap it up. Yeah. So I just want to share my journey about my channel. And I hope that somebody will get something from my journey because it's always someone else's story that helps another. So my journey, how did abuse came about and why I started my channel and named it Abuse Insights. So as you know, my channel is all about raising awareness and helping survivors of abuse. That includes men too. Let me emphasize, men are victims of abuse as well as women. That include childhood abuse and also domestic abuse and other forms of abuse. But men are reluctant to speak out or to seek help because of how society led them to believe about themselves. If you complain, you're this, you're that, so you just take it like a man. No, you are humans too. So this platform is to serve both women and men. It's something close to my heart, what I'm doing here, because it stems from my own experience. Facts, Carl. Thank you. Now, my why. So during my early childhood years, some of the things I was experiencing then, they didn't sit right with me. Even though I was young, I just knew something was right. I can't remember what age I was at the time. But I remember making a promise to myself. A lot of us make promises when we were young, maybe when we got ill. Lord, if you heal me, I'm going to serve for the rest of my life. Take away this disease, heal my foot, give me back my functionality of my private areas. I promise you, I'm going to, and then when everything comes back to normal, we don't do it. But I made a promise to myself that if I make it to adult stage where I am today, when I grow up, I will talk about the things that I was experiencing because I'm pretty sure other people were experiencing the same. I was just talking to myself, yeah, even though I had no idea that it was called molestation slash abuse. So basically, I wanted to be someone who could have an impact on others lives in a positive way. How it came into existence. Hmm. It wasn't a straightforward thing. Dealing with all my ish over the years, just like many people promised that they would do something, I forgot about my promise. I don't know if I actually forgotten it or because of the pain that came with it, but I always maintain wanting to be a motivational speaker, as in someone who will have an impact on others. Yeah. But it wasn't until I joined a digital program, I think back in 2019, when they asked me to do something. Hmm. I told you if I don't say nothing, just bear with me. I'm trying to hold something in. I will not come on here and cry. No way. Hmm. Before the digital program, though, back to my high school, back to college, I should say, back to college. We were doing some coursework, and part of the coursework asked us to do something. They asked us to write about where we've been to where we are today. And I'm like, what? To myself, like, what? What's she asking us to do? She said again, you're going to be marked on this work. So be honest. And it's okay to say whatever it is that you've experienced it. And if it is true, don't make it up. Just say what it is. Thank you so much, Carl. Thank you for your love. Love you too, my brother. Thank you. And I remember my eyes, my eyes gave way. People, I should have been an actress before now. I'll get back to what I was saying because for years I carried around the pain, and you only need to say something, just one word, and it just opened my eyes like one of those faulty taps, and I would just my face wouldn't change. My face would be like this. I could be like this, and my eyes just do that. Like, and you know how you can laugh when you're happy or and laugh and sorry, cry when you're happy and cry when you're sad. I always get away with it because I'm laughing and I'm crying, but I wasn't happy. I was hurting, but but I had the big laugh and the tears. I wrote about my childhood in college, and may I tell you, I erased, I wrote, I erased until I got 5 pages, A4 pages, and I submitted it to the tutor. And the next day, this idiot came into class and singled me out. You know that crying? Yeah, it just came out. Everybody saw, and I was just grinning. But I was, why did you do this to me, woman? And I'm telling you, you look at my t-shirt, the tears is going out. Like, oh my god, I couldn't contain myself. And I sat down, and she looked at me with tears in her eyes, and she said, "I'm proud of you. Don't know me." Like in my mind, she said, and she repeated it about 3 times. I am proud of you. I am proud of you. For you to come from here, referring to what I wrote, to where you are today, you should be proud of you too. And she followed that up with a question. Can I get you any help? I said no. And that was the first day of opening. Hola. I just broke. It's as if I needed somebody to, the right person to ask. I don't know who would be the right person, but it's like I needed somebody to ask. How did abuse came about? How did it start? The same question or the same request came up again when I started my digital marketing. So I did my college years in about around about 2007, 2008, around about that time. So for fast forward to 2019, in my digital program, they were asking us to do a certain exercise. This is where personal growth and development came for me because there were so many different areas that helped me. And they asked us to take ourselves back, like what is it that you are passionate about? I don't know what the hell I'm passionate about, but they want us to find out what our passions are. And they ask, go as way back as your childhood and think, what is it that you always wanted to do but you haven't done it yet? Or you've been delaying it. And they just put all these words in to just pull you. And I thought to myself, oh, not again. And I thought, oh my God, that's when I remember that promise I made that I wanted to talk about this thing called abuse. I was at home this time because I was doing it online. People, I cried. Okay, Carl, I'll see you soon. I cried. I sat here, I'm at the desk still. I cried. Like, why? Why? Because I couldn't find anything else. I'm like, there has to be something else. What else is it that I'm passionate about? Because when I was growing up, I loved to help people. I was a young child and going through high school, primary school. I remember primary school, they were having a giveaway, gift day, acknowledging people and what they've done and so on. And I remember my friend was like, "Hey, let's go and watch." And I said to her, "We ain't getting nothing. Let's go." You know, other kids they were getting awards, and she was like, "No, let's go. You never know." I'm like, "Oh, I'll go with you because you want to go." And as I stepped into the auditorium, I heard Dalian Salmon for the most beautiful student. My friend goes, "You see it? You see what I'm telling you? It's you. I was like, I was in primary school and I went up. And the reason I got that present because I don't know if they were taking the Michael, but I was one of those students, maybe the only student that they would call to do everything. Like if other younger student, mess themselves up, have an accident, stuff like that, I would take them to the river because the river was close by. But I was the oldest student and I would help them clean them up, bring them back to school. I was just one of those kids and it felt good for me because I was making a difference. So it's like giving something to someone else. It makes me feel good. Like I'm, I'm giving moments that can be cherished. So when I went all the way back and thought about the promise I made, I was like, it took me a few tear days and tutoring because I went back into the program and asked for advice, help, and I was tutored. I got help, and throughout the whole time I'm crying. Can't hold it. They didn't know I was crying. It was only at college that I wrote things down. But I was fighting with should I not? Yeah. Until I found out during COVID that one of my family member, age 13, she was raped by her own father while she was sleeping. So the ordeal waked her up. And I thought, I must do this. And I'm very proud to be sat here today with you guys because already I am touching many lives with my content. I am not asking, I am telling you that I am touching many lives. And that for me is something to be proud of. That's me. Abuse insights, hope and grow through action by doing something positive each day to impact the lives of others. Someone is listening to me right now, thinking I can't. Believe me, you can. When you accept that in life, some journey in life, you're going to have to go through it alone. But it's not always the entire journey. It's just a certain part along the way. There will only be space for just you alone. Meaning, when you decide to stand up for something, to do something for you, perhaps to start a business, your channel, you will see the changes. You will lose some people as soon as you start. You will lose more and more as you go. But the exciting thing is that God will bless you with a greater replacement. And those same people that fell off at the start and during your journey with them, they will find or try and find their way back to you when success is visible to distract you. But don't lose focus. Don't lose focus. Anything you want in life, you're going to have challenge to get it. It's not going to come easy. Whatever you have been through or still you're going through it, it will not be easy if it's something that had traumatized you because you will always remember. Yeah. But I'm going to tell somebody today something that is going to change your life forever. What I'm about to tell you is not new to many people, but at the end of this, it will make you think. You're going to stop and say, hey, you are right. I heard those same words too, and they are bothering me still. So many of you were told these words, including myself. Perhaps during your childhood years, during your adult years, by families, or during past or present relationships, intimate relationships. Here are some of those words. You are nothing. You never, you will never amount to anything. Without me, you're nothing. Something along those lines. You see, sometimes when people meant bad for you, it worked out for your good. But those words is engraved in many of you out there. But today, I am going to erase them. I have something shocking to show you that will help to get you to understand what I mean by that. Before I show you, I just want to continue to share a few more words with you. For me, I never took those words and believed them that I would become nothing in life. I never. I never took them seriously because I had a father, and all I can remember him telling me is how I can become the opposite of the negative. You are nothing. That is why it's important to speak good things about and into our children's life. Don't follow your family members and talk down to your children. Miss Session lie. She is so untrue. The boy thief. He steals. And as you talk to him or her, he or her or the children, they cry. Can I tell you that sometimes when you talk to these children about things and they start crying, what we believe is that they're crying because they know they're getting into trouble and that you're going to beat them or they believe they're going to be beaten. I can tell you something. Sometimes those children are not crying because you are addressing something to them, even though in many cases we are telling the kids they are this, they are that, and they are not. But the children, they're crying because there's something happening to them. Sometimes they are struggling with something someone is doing to them, and he or she cannot tell the parents or guidance, whosoever is in charge of them, because of the repercussion. They can't share their experience. Now, I remember during childhood, so I can tell you because I've been there. I remember during childhood. It is true, my brother, Rich. It's true. I remember during childhood years, I wanted to tell what was happening to me, but I was branded a liar. Yeah, I was a liar. That's one of the things I hated. I was a liar. And unfortunately, that followed with the word, shut up. You know how we like to tell kids to shut up and then be seen and not be heard. So if you sit here, don't let me hear your voice. Yeah, that. Don't talk. And you know what the worst thing is? Elders that were that we were told to respect because they're good people, they were actually the bad ones. Let me tell you this. A lot of our elders today, past and gone, and today are the ones doing bad things to our children because we parents still have this thing in our head that they are elders and we must respect the elders. And if the elders tell us something, you are going to believe them over the child. It's time we flip that and start listening to our children. And here's why. When my grandma used to send me to other elders' homes, my grandma didn't know that I was being molested. And I couldn't tell her. What am I going to tell her? I'm a liar already. So why am I going to tell her? And I know what comes with that. Some boof, poof, poof, poofing. Yeah. I remember one of my uncle's father passed on gone. And I told my uncle recently. One of my uncle's father, every time I go to his house, he would touch me inappropriate. Yeah. I wanted to tell. I really wanted to tell because I didn't like it. But I couldn't tell. Every time that grandma sent me to his house, there's a different thing about me. But you see, we don't pay attention to children or the language. Someone don't have to speak to you for you to know something is wrong or they're telling you something. Because if grandma had taken or paid attention to me, she would have noticed when she said, "Go there," I'm a different child. And I'm telling you this because I want you to take note that if you have children, nieces, nephews, cousins, notice the changes when they're asked or instructed to do something. You can tell. But my grandmother never noticed that I was telling her something. It wasn't just one of my uncle's father. There are other elders who weren't related to my family. I used to call them names. And I remember the last one that tried it, I threw some big stone in his house. I didn't care because I'm like, well, I'm going to get the beat anywho. So, hey, who cares? Because I was fed up of these men, pervert old men, who I'm forced to respect. Yeah. So, parents, start listening to your children. Don't just listen with your ears, listen with your eyes. Notice the changes in them because abuse happens anywhere. It could be happening in your homes and you don't know because you don't pay attention. For years, guys, I'm sorry if I'm boring you, but this is abuse inside, and I'm trying to talk to you, trying to let it out. I'm trying to help somebody. I'm trying to bring awareness. So this is not the party for the partiers. This is this party is for those who want to understand more about this issue. Just like many of you still, for years I walked around with lava. Have you ever heard so much that every time you breathe, you feel pain in your heart, or you feel like there's just heat coming out of your chest, and you'd be doing this? Notice you see some people that just keep rubbing their chest because they're hurting. I was one of those persons. I would walk around like there was fire in my chest. I was hurt. For years I was upset, vowed to revenge some people, or hated some people. called me names. They accused me. I got beaten for stuff that I didn't do. But because I was a child, I hated a lot of people for a long time. But I tell you, it was like a burden as well, because I just felt heavy. I was always tearful, easy to cry because I was hurt. But I was still kind. Strange. I was still a kind person. I had ambition, and I still had a promise to fulfill. You know, Patricia Walters, welcome, sister. Oh my God, I didn't send you a notification, but you found me. Said, thank you and welcome. Good to see you. You see the important thing about talking to your children positively? When everybody was talking to me and saying stuff to me and calling me names and accusing me of things I was and wasn't and things I did when I didn't, my father's words were my refuge because my father always speak to me positive. My father always speaks life into me. He would tell me things about me. You will become this. You can do this. My father taught me to believe in myself. So when all the other things are happening, I was fighting between the negative and my father, but my father's words always win. My father's words always win. And those words have helped me to be where I am today. For years, I walked around like a police officer when I was in Jamaica. I never used to talk. I used to have a serious face and I was very neat. I always liked to wear a white shirt and have my hair combed back neat like police officers would. And I would always be asked when I'm on the bus, are you a police officer? I'm glad I'm not there today with the way the country is. Are you a police officer? No, I'm not. Are you a police officer? No, I'm not. Because I was always dressed the way how you would see a police officer dressed. And I would just be observant, but I don't talk. Today I'm a chatterbox. I'm at a different place, different time and place now. I'm pausing. Just a reminder, if you're just joining me, if I pause, I'm holding in my emotions because I'm not going to cry here today. Yeah. You are most welcome, Rich. You're most welcome. It has been a journey for me. It has been a journey. But I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I always believe that I can do better and I can do better. And I always believe that the words that they told me in my young age, you're nothing, you're amounting to nothing. I always believe that those words weren't for me. And those words are not for you either. Now, there's, Jamaicans saying there's more than one way to hang a dog. In other words, when you're looking at life or things and think that, hey, it's not going to happen, it can't happen because, for example, that door is closed, there's always another door that is open. With all the years struggling and suffering with my pain, vowing to revenge those who hurt me, I realized that there was another way, a better way to deal with that. And it was, I don't remember what happened, but one day I heard a saying by Frank Sinatra. And he said, the best revenge in life is not to hurt someone physically with a knife or cause any harm to them. The best revenge in life is massive success. When I heard those words, I was like, wow, I've never heard that before. That quotation, I've never heard it, but I love it. And that's when it started to change for me. I said, what? Yes, it makes sense. And why does it make sense? Because you see, when people slash family, your ex, maybe someone at work, your current partner, when they write you off or try to write you off, they never can see you as someone with worth and values. You have to see yourself. You have to believe it for yourself. Success is the last thing that they would believe can happen for you if they don't have a hand in it. So when you said, self, we have work to do. I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, anything other than what you are or what people see you as, anything. When you get it together and God bless your life with good things, a husband, a wife, or who will love you better than the last person did, when God move you from, when God move you out of, maybe Avenue and bless you onto Victory Street, onto Victory Broadway, when the Almighty said, "Oh, ye of little faith, go forth and tell the world about my goodness, what I've done." You're the CEO. Your brand is global. Those same people who told you you're nothing and who believe that you can't be anything other than what they see you as, those same people will try to get back into your life. Yeah, but don't let them in. They are a distraction and they will create destruction. Yeah. There's a reason why they are where they are. Sometimes you have to leave them alone. Thanks for the love, my brother Carl. Thanks for the love. Just like Steve Harvey, I played at the beginning during school years when the teacher asks the class to write on a piece of paper what they would like to be when they grow up, and he wrote, I want to be in TV. And instead of the teacher like, oh, that's a good thing, Steve, it is possible. No, she didn't say that. She singled him out and humiliated him. But I love what Steve Harvey did. Steve Harvey, as he said in his own words, every Christmas, that same teacher who humiliated him, what foolish things are you writing on your paper? You can't be on TV. Go sit down, blah, 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 blah. That same teacher, he ensured that she got the latest flat screen TV. I don't know if she's still alive today because he wanted to make sure that she can see that he actually made it on TV. Oh my God. It's stories like that we're talking about. People always tell you what they want to tell you, but it's what you tell yourself that matters, not what someone else tells you. When you start to become successful and you're not paying the people who for years put you down any mind, your success becomes a punishment to them because that should not have happened. They'll even start to hate themselves for what they've done to you because your success is a constant pain in their lives. And you now don't have to hurt anymore because you know that you became what they never expected of you, and you know it hurts. So if you're currently walking around with love in your heart, rubbing your chest, hurting every time you breathe, it's time you let it out. Take a leaf out of my book. Whatever you've experienced, it is possible that you can live a fulfilling life too. I'm here today and I don't have any pain in my heart. I don't hate anybody. I have forgiven everyone because I never disbelieved. I never gave up on myself. I believed in me from the get go. And that is what makes the difference. No matter what people say, because people will always have something to say. Don't allow them to get you. I want to remind you of a few words from Martin Luther King. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can. So don't walk around hating anybody, no matter what they've done to you. You have to free yourself so you can be free. If you hang on to the pain, the hurt, and all the bad things that people do to you, you are also hindering your own growth and you are putting your own blessing on pause. The Bible teaches us about forgiveness. We get up every day, some of us claim to be Christian, and we hate our brothers. But then we pray to the Lord for forgiveness. You ain't going to be forgiven if you can't forgive somebody else. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, how can you claim you love me when you don't know me, you can't see me, but you hate your brother whom you can see? The Bible is covering all these little areas where we are failing to realize that we have to make some changes in order for us to receive blessings. Your blessing is on hold when you're holding other people in your heart at ransom. Forgive them, ask for forgiveness so you can have that blessing that God has given. Yes, a creature daily today. Right. So I want to just change over the whole thing right now and I want to demonstrate something to you. But before I do that, let me put on like a music again and then I get the stuff ready and show you one more show. So watch this. Okay, guys, so I'm going to demonstrate something to you. Let me get myself back on the screen. So I want to demonstrate something. So I just opened a bottle of something. It's non-alcohol, so trust me, I won't start saying foolishness. So I have two glass here, and I'm going to put some in one glass And then, how do I put this? Maybe I can't put that back on. All right. So, you remember the conversation about you're nothing, you can't be anything in life, that sort of thing? Yeah. I want to demonstrate how true that was. If you were told that you would become nothing, you are nothing, that's true. But it's also a lie. Now I have two glasses here. Make I move myself for it, that's your fun. I have one glass that is empty. See? And I have another glass. Yep. So I want to fill the glass up again. So you were told that you're nothing. So nothing means we don't have any wine in this glass. So you're the wine. Yeah? So this glass doesn't have nothing in there. Now I want to ask you something. If you were told that you're nothing and you have gone through years of studying to be a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, just trying to prove to your family that you're something and you're not being accepted, can you tell me if this glass would be you or this glass would be you? This glass is filled with nothing, and this glass is filled with something. You know, I have friends, I have someone who had worked with me before who told me that those same words, you will amount to nothing, you're nothing, those words still haunt them up to today. If you're listening to me right now, that doesn't apply to your life. When your family were telling you you will amount to nothing, they were right. Because if you amount to a glass of champagne, champagne represents your achievement. You became a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher. You became the owner of your own business, your own brand. You name it. It means that you are not nothing that this glass represents. You are something. Hence, you are filled with your achievement. So, as of today, don't allow those words, you're nothing, you're amounting nothing. Don't allow them to hold you back in life, because your family members, they were actually saying what is true. You cannot be nothing if you have accomplished success in your life. This is your success, a glass filled with achievement. The nothing they were referring to is a glass with nothing in there. Can somebody change up here today? Change the thinking and the misconception that you have of yourself. Your family member was telling you the truth all along, but they didn't realize they were actually telling you the truth. But I am telling you today that they were telling you. So the next time you hear somebody cusses you out, you will become nothing in life. That's true, because nothing is empty. But you will become something when you go through all the years and study and achieve all the things that you are going to achieve. This is going to be your life. So hopefully today I can change the way somebody think about themselves, and also change some of you from talking rubbish. Anybody want a glass? That is wonderful, but it's not an alcoholic drink. Now, before I close off this live, anybody would like to come on stage? Yeah, come on the live and say a few words of congratulations. Anybody wants to? No? I'm going to invite you. Here's a link. I'm going to drop it in the message section. And if you are not stage frightened, please come up here and say something. Let me drop the link in here. So anybody wishes to come on here and say something, now is the time to do so before the opportunity goes to the window. Oh, I've got Mr. Rich backstage. Welcome, welcome. Your microphone is mute, is it? Check your microphone. Welcome, Wild Rich. How you doing? Hey, Angie. Welcome, family. Good to see you in the house. Wild Rich, I'm not hearing you. Is it me or is it you? We have Wild Rich on screen, but I ain't hear nothing. Your microphone is mute.
Okay, yes, you hear me now, right?
I can hear you clearly. Welcome to the live. How are you, my brother?
Okay, I'm fine. I sit and I listen to you and I was, oh my gosh.
Yes.
But congratulations on your 2K abuse
Thank you. Thank
inside.
you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, congratulations. I
Appreciate it.
just want to say that it's my privilege to be on your panel tonight.
Hey, it's a privilege to have you.
Yeah. And all these things that you were saying really touched me. I mean, if God is for you, who
Who
can
can
be
be against?
against you?
Amen. Amen. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, a lot of, well, not really a lot, a couple of people, um, yeah, put me down, but I guess, I guess God has removed the stumbling blocks of
Absolutely.
my life.
That's it. That's it.
Hi, Angie, how are you doing? Yeah, man, I'm just working now. As you say,
Yes.
God don't desire no one to be like otherwise, but He, he wants everyone to be successful in life, and there is no means that people are gonna try to see you downfall. As you say, whenever people say they want to see you downfall, that's not what the Almighty said, because the Almighty wants everyone to live a successful life.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
true.
man. So me just say again, abuse. Glad to see your face again. You
Yes.
wanna see
Yes. I
my
could not have
face?
done it without you guys. Your support. Thank you very
You
much.
wanna see my face too?
Hey, he's in shades. He's what's happening over there. Jamaica is hot. What time is it over in Jamaica?
The time right now is almost 7:30.
And you're in shades, like seriously.
Yeah, man. so,
It's the
so
style. It's the style.
you don't know the Jamaican time.
Yes, sir.
And so we do it. So we do it.
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
be like, oh my gosh, but as you were saying
Mm,
that everyone has to reach their milestone in life. You just
yeah,
have to believe in yourself.
yeah, yeah. Self belief is very important. Yes, because I can tell you all the things there is. I can give you the books, I can give you the lecture, the lessons, I can give you everything. But if you don't believe it for yourself, then there's no point. It's not going to work.
I know, but right about now, well, I don't stop writing a book. No, not really writing. I wasn't writing a book, but I can give you story and stories. but but I'm not gonna really let that worry right now. I'm not gonna really like worry right now because there are gonna be days still when I will just tell the world, tell the people, but right now that is not necessary. So I'm just doing my own thing. Right now I'm doing my own thing and hope to achieve what I want to achieve. And I know that one day it is gonna work
Yes,
because because I see and I believe in God. And when you believe in the Almighty Father, you will come true.
absolutely.
I mean, what you say when people put it down and they see that you are striving to be what you want to be,
Yeah,
your success will just paint their hearts.
that's right. That's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
well, I don't really hate no one. I don't really hate no one. But what I'm saying is that dealing again is a no-no because people have done me really cruel in life.
Yeah.
I could remember one incident. Yo, the general just run out with a big iron, ready, ready
Right.
for
Ready
leave.
for mash up?
Yeah,
Oh
and
God.
I had the money as it.
Yes, sir.
Lift him up and bring me, but him couldn't lick me. The reason why I was I was freeze. I
Mm.
was freeze because there was just a whole bunch of people around me, and if you don't mind, them would have gang me.
You know, they said 2 pound one. You know what? So if it's more than two on you, you know you're going to get beat up, right?
But it was not only two, it was several.
You'd have certainly gotten sorted out if you had let that happen.
But right now, if me if me come across again, yeah, them can't really speak up to me. Cause
Right.
a time gone when me just never know myself, you
Yeah.
see. I was eaten easily. But right now, me say, may I try to serve the Almighty,
Right.
you see.
Yes.
So, Right now, me not so eat that I can, but don't get me out.
it's during those times that you're gonna have challenges when you decide to walk, that path, you know, when you decide to serve God, you're not gonna have an easy walk. You're gonna have all sorts of challenges coming your way.
No, no, right now I'm humble as a lamb.
Hmm.
I can tell you. Right
Yeah,
now me not easily in a argument with people,
yeah.
even though it hurt me. I
Hmm.
don't into argument
Yeah.
anymore. I just say one of the day it must stop, but I pray that the Almighty will kinda let it stop.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, Abby, nice to see you again.
Yes, my brother. Yes. Likewise.
From
Likewise. Thank you for the strength.
from those time is the first message about your face. Oh, well,
You're gonna
sure.
see a lot more. You're gonna see a lot more. I've decided to start back my food for thought, Mondays to Friday, and I'm gonna be doing my Saturday lives with um a registered nurse. So I'll be on tomorrow as well, guys. But the Saturday program is most to do with health, and I will have a qualified registered nurse who will be on board. So if you guys have any question regarding the topic or any questions after it's complete, then you guys can drop it in the comment section. So yes, so you'll be seeing a lot more of my
Uh,
face coming.
on the side, man, may rewatch some of your live streams.
Mm-mm-mm. Because of
That
the
you
time difference, yeah.
that
Yeah.
you do in the afternoon, but
Hmm.
I just cannot keep up with the timing
Yeah, the
and
time. I think I'm five
with
hours ahead of you guys.
yeah.
I'm soon to
I
be 6 hours
I
ahead. So yeah,
cannot keep up because more time may have things for doing things.
yeah, yeah. That's okay. I
Yeah,
understand.
but because tonight is in the evening,
Yes, yes, yes.
I catch you on.
I purposely put it this time. Yeah, yeah. But appreciate, much appreciated. Yes.
Yeah, man. So what time you going until?
I'm gonna wrap it up now. Anyone else want to say anything? Patricia, have you tried the link again? I think you first have to create a
Yeah,
you have to first have an account with StreamYard, right, Richie? For it to connect.
yes,
So
yes.
if you don't have a StreamYard account, you won't be able to just click the link and come on. You have to have an account first.
And
So maybe that's why,
and
Patricia.
StreamYard is not hard to use. You just
Yeah, it's
had
not easy.
to put in an account. It will not, or it will give you a code to enter.
Yes.
But you don't have to do
Thank you,
nothing.
Angie. Thank you very much, cuz, for coming. Thank you. Have a lovely weekend yourself. Thank you. Thank you.
Angie Art. Pick up yourself, Angie.
Yeah. So I'll just wait a few minutes more. But if nobody else joins, then
But,
I will
but, but
close.
you say it's half an hour you were gonna do?
I was saying that, but I guess yeah. When you're doing live, I guess sometimes it does take a little bit longer.
Yes, yes.
But it's acceptable today. It's having you guys here with me. Even if I had just one person, I would still appreciate it. And even if I had none, I would still appreciate it because I know, as you said, the time difference. So
Yeah,
I know that someone will watch the live just the same after, watch the replay. So I'll still
yes,
appreciate.
yes.
But
So,
hey,
so
this
what
is really
time is it now in over there?
the time here in London is 1:30 a.m.
In the night.
It's 1:30. Yeah, yeah. So
uh, you gonna
it's not gonna be 2 hours.
you're making serious plans.
Yes, yes.
Do you feel sleepy?
I'm not sleepy just yet. I'm not sleepy. I'm good. I'm having a good time. Feeling very proud of my achievements because, as I said, if you weren't here earlier, I mean, sometime long ago, you couldn't have gotten me sitting here talking on camera. No way. So to be able to grow this far and to be able to create the contents that I have created already and those to come, it's an accomplishment in itself because I know the changes it is making, and I I know the change that it will make for future,
I
for
know, I
generations to
know.
come. Because my content will live on even if I'm no longer here because I'm setting it that way. It's not a now thing, it's for years to come, as long as
And
there's YouTube.
you know, if we tell you the truth, YouTube, I mean, being a content creator, has brought me a far way because I remember one at the time it is start, but I just did stop on watching B movie on YouTube because when I those times I used to get service a lot.
Yeah,
I prepare myself to get service. And I would just like watch movies on YouTube, but one day I go on someone live stream, so because I was cooking, I say,
yeah,
yo, I'm gonna leave now. And she said, you know, waiting so that I can pin you. Yes, from that time, I never slowed down back.
yeah,
And right now, I can say that I see where I was going.
yeah. You have to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, man, yeah, man.
You have to start somewhere. You
It
can't you
is,
can't just get up and be great at it. You have to just carry on working on yourself until you just get better and better. Hence what I was saying earlier.
it
Practice
is
makes
so
improvement.
amazing, man. And
Yeah.
if I never be on YouTube,
Mhm.
actually, I wouldn't become possible to know you.
That's right. That's right. We do meet great people on here, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
There are some nice people on here, and then there are some not nice people. But we take the good with the bad, and hopefully we can just learn from each other, teach each other, and that sort of thing. Thank you so very
That,
much, Patricia
that's
Walton,
what
for
life
this
is
journey.
made for.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so you do what you gonna do now.
yeah. So I will, I'll close it down, because I didn't realize I would have gone this far. Yeah.
Okay, so goodbye, abuse.
All right, Matia. Thank you so very much. All right, guys. So thank you to my brother Rich. Much appreciated for your kind words. Thank you to everyone in the chat. For those who came and left, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And for all of you who will be watching the replay, if you reached this far, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. So I'm just gonna close it off and call it a day. So, as I was talking about carrying around our pain, our hurts in our hearts, let me encourage you to let go of your hurt and start living, because a lot of us are not doing that. We are still focusing on the pain, on the closed doors, instead of looking at the open ones and looking at what life has to offer. You can live beyond your hurt. You can find healing. I have, and so are many others. I will share a few words again from the great man Martin Luther King. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenges. I would say challenge, not S. Challenge and controversy. He further stated true peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. I don't know where you are today, but can you say that you're at peace right now? You're at peace with yourself? Is your past experiences still holding you back? Again, let me tell you, no matter what you have experienced in life, you can live a fulfilling life. It starts with personal growth. You have to be willing, though, to take the necessary steps. Personal growth is a process of this developing and improving oneself in various aspects of life, including mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and often socially and professionally. It involves self awareness, setting goals, and taking deliberate actions to become a better and more fulfilled person. Personal growth can encompass learning new skills, overcoming challenges, gaining a deeper understanding of oneself, and working towards self improvement and self actualization. So start today to believe that good things can happen and will happen to you in your life. We have the potential to be anything that we set our minds to. As Les Brown would say, a dog can only be a dog. But we humans, we have unlimited potential. Today, you could be a teacher. A few years from now, you could be a lawyer. Anywhere in life you are right now, and you're not comfortable or pleased with where you are, you can change it. Healing is possible. But you must remember that healing is not a destination, it's a journey. And on your journey, you'll discover your strength, resilience, and the ability to create the life you want. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. So, thank you so much, everyone, again, for your time, for your support, and for helping me to get this far. This milestone wouldn't have been possible without you. Your support, your comments, and your shares, they all made a difference. Now, as I'm about to wrap up, please continue to support this channel, to share with those in your communities, family, and friends, because sometimes you never know that the one next to you is struggling with something. The one next to you could also be a survivor. But the way how we stigmatize people, they might not say it to you. So, I do have exciting things coming. I'm going to start my morning program again, food for thought. And I will share with you health tips and so on the weekend with, as I mentioned, a qualified registered nurse. So look out for those programs coming your way. As I wrap up this live, I want to remind you that healing is possible. And you are not alone on this journey. Together we can create a community of survivors. supporters, and advocates who are dedicated to spreading awareness, inspiring personal growth, and ultimately helping others triumph over the trauma of childhood abuse. Please remember to like and share the videos with others. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. And if you have any thoughts or experiences you want to share, feel free to leave a comment or contact us via email or WhatsApp. We're all in this together. We can accomplish great things together. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Let's thank some people and say goodbye. Take care, guys. This is my last slide coming up.
Thank you for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, why not do so today? And if you have listened to this video this far, please